So we go home, she drops me off, I come in the house, and my mom's sitting on the couch on the phone. So there's like, you know, the cord strung across because we didn't have a cordless at the time. And I duck under it and I come in and I sit down on the couch and I'm kind of like, okay, get off the phone. And like as soon as I sit down, she goes, oh, well, she's here now, so I'll let you talk to her. I'm like, who's calling me? She puts the receiver down on her chest so she, you know, nobody can hear, and she goes, Keanu Reeves? And I was like, my heart just started, you know, going. And so she hands me the phone and she gets up and goes into her room. So I'm sitting there on the couch and I'm like, hello? And he said, well, I just had to call and make sure that you weren't lying. I was like, what? He's like, I had to make sure you didn't give me a fake number. I was like, why would I do that? He's like, well, I don't know. I thought maybe you just thought I was some crazy old guy asking for your phone number. I was like, you're not old. He's like, I just want to tell you that I had a lot of fun today, and I think I felt like there was something, you know, there was like a friendship starting there, and so I think you're really cool to hang out with, and there's nothing else to do in this goddamn place. He's like, what do you think about maybe hanging out with me tomorrow? Okay. He said, well, I don't have a car, so you'll have to pick me up. You don't have a car, right? Like, yeah, I have a car. So he's like, well, okay, let's hang out. And that's really how this whole thing started. Because after that, we hung out almost every single day that he was here for those 2 months. And then, 2 days before he was going to leave, we were sitting in my car. After we had just gone to a movie, and we're sitting in my car afterwards, just sitting out in the driveway. And he looked at me and he said, you know, I know that we haven't really talked about this. I'm like, oh shit. Because up to this point he hadn't tried anything. He hadn't like tried to kiss me or tried to, you know, do anything else. It was just, and I think that one of the reasons was because every time that we really hung out, it was at my mom's house. So yeah, way to set the mood with an 18-year-old girl, you know, at her mom's house when you're like a middle-aged man. But he said, you know, I need to talk to you about something, and I just feel connected to you, and not in a way that I do with my friends. So I was like, oh great, what does that mean? You know, stop being so coded. And he said, I would like to see you on a more personal level. And again, I'm like, I don't speak middle-aged man. You know, I am 18. You have to tell me shit. He said, I could see you being my girlfriend. It's exactly what I was like. What? Really? Because obviously I'd had these fantasies this whole few months that he was just one day going to be like, I love you. Because I'm such a, you know, I'm such a kid. I'm a teenage girl. So he tells me this and I'm just dumbfounded. And I had just been offered a job at a hospital, one of our local hospitals. And he said, you know, I leave on Wednesday. I think this was like a Monday. He's like, I leave on Wednesday and I want you to come to California with me. That's serious. So I just said, you know, I've got to think about that. You know, I haven't started college yet. I just got offered this job. And I know everyone out there is probably going, go to California! But through the 2 months that we had been talking and getting together, it wasn't just like, you know, I like this and I like this kind of talking. It was really, he entrusted me with a lot of things that go on in Hollywood and in California as an actor. You know, he told me about the people, about how things kind of work out there, and how, you know, you always kind of have the media vying for some sort of story or some sort of attention, and I got kind of scared of it, you know, like, as a normal functioning American, you know, I kind of know how the celebrity thing works, because if you watch TV at all, you know, that's all that they talk about. So I knew that paparazzi and media and everything was a problem, but I didn't realize how scary it was. So, like I said, it just kind of, all that talk had scared me, and I was really wary about trying to put myself out into that, especially as a non-celebrity, because I think as like the non-celebrity girlfriend, when the media finds out about you, they're always like, well, how did she get him? You know, what's she got that I don't have? You know, they get kind of upset, and people get mad at you because you're not famous. How did you get this famous guy? You know, and I didn't want to be ripped apart like that. I didn't want to be exploited. So I was really, like I said, really wary of going out there. So I knew that I had to think about it. And at the time I was so completely, you know, enamored and had a crush on him so bad that I'm really surprised in myself that I actually said, let me think about it. But, you know, he left, and I seriously went to bed that night. I think that's all I thought about for the next day and a half. And probably about 2 hours or so before he actually got on the plane to leave, I was sitting in the airport with him, and we were standing in line in the airport so he could get his ticket, and he said, okay, you've kind of got to give me an answer now because I'm about to leave. I'm going to California now. And I just said, I can't. It's just not the life for me. And he got really quiet and really upset, and he basically just said, well, then that's it. I don't want to see you. And at this point, I was really pissed that that had been his reaction. I had expected him to say, you know, it's okay, I understand, it's not the life for everybody. Because as much as he had been talking about it, that I knew that even sometimes he didn't want to be part of it. You know, he loved to act. That's like his passion. And with the Matrix stuff, he never has to act again. I mean, he's got enough money. So I almost thought that he was just gonna give it up. But like I said, it wasn't the reaction that I expected. So I in turn got pissed off too. You know, it was like, fine, fuck you. You know, I spent 2 months with somebody I don't even know if you're gonna act like that. So whatever. So I left. Woke up immediately the next morning going, what the hell did I just do? What did I just do? You know? He's never going to talk to me again. I ruined it with, like, the most amazing, incredible guy.